Is juicing healthy? Stay tuned and find out. Welcome back, everybody, to the RL Truth. Appreciate you guys stopping by to my channel, and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get notifications for any time I drop new videos. Today, we're going to talk about juicing. There's a lot of people out there who are unsure on if juicing is healthy, and even people within the natural hygiene and natural food and diet community have been on both sides of this. So I wanted to set the record straight, share my philosophy on juicing and all the research that I've done as well. For me, like when you look at nature, and that's kind of my answer to a lot of things. I like to break things down to its most simplest form. And when you look at nature and you look at what the rest of nature does for food, you'll notice something very common, actually a common denominator in all of it. It's all raw, right? We are the only species that cook our food. And obviously we did not cook our food from the beginnings of times. So you have to ask yourself those questions. The creator, whether whatever you believe in, it doesn't matter, created nature. And nature has shown to provide us with everything that we need to survive. And when you look at all the other animals, you see that in full effect. Now, we are a higher conscious being, right? We have the ability to decipher duality between what's right and what's wrong. We have to deal with battling the ego versus self, which really has gotten us into the issues we're at now. When you look at the standard American diet or the standard world diet in most places, and nutrition and health and science in itself, it's more on the side of ego than it is on self, because we have disconnected ourselves from nature. So you're probably saying, well, what does that have to do with juicing, right? Well, we can all agree that fruit is the most optimal food for the human species. We can start to understand where juicing comes into play, because what fruit provides us, number one, is the most energy efficient food on the planet, bar none, right? When you eat it, it provides a high amount of energy for your cells while causing the least amount of burden to your body in the processing, because the fructose from the fruit basically goes straight to the cells. Your pancreas and your other organs do not have to go through major processes to break it down to a simple carbohydrate, because it already is a simple carbohydrate. In fact, it's the simplest carbohydrate. Your cells thrive on fruit. So when it comes to juicing, there's two things that come into play. Number one, hydration. Probably the number one aspect to health is hydration. It's flowing. And it all makes sense when you look at things from a macro perspective, not just talking diet, but just from a life perspective. Everything needs to flow, right? Everything. We are energy, we are frequency, and frequency flows. When our frequency doesn't flow, when we have blockages and whatnot, then we see ourselves in a lot of different issues, whether it be emotional, psychological, health related. When things aren't flowing, things aren't doing well. So we need to be flowing ourselves, and hydration allows us to do that. From a pure health perspective, the reason it's important to stay hydrated is because when you do eat foods that are outside of the optimal diet, when you eat your salts and your grains and your meats, that dehydrates you. Anytime you cook something, you're dehydrating the food. Therefore, if what you're eating is dry or dehydrated, then guess what's going to happen inside your body? You're going to be dehydrated. And when your lymph fluid, your lymphatic system is not flowing, it is not able to move the cellular waste out of your body. I've been deeper on that in other videos, but when it's not flowing, then you get stagnation, and stagnation is the beginning steps to all kinds of different issues within the body. And we definitely don't want that. So, hydration. When it comes to juicing, it is extremely hydrating. When we drink water, which we've been taught our whole life, you gotta drink lots of water, and you do. But I would rather you get the majority of your water from your fruits. And when you juice, you're getting something called H3O2, which is one step above H2O. So it's even more hydrating. It's the most hydrating liquid on this planet, and it is amazing for you. And another reason that juicing it can be really good for you is if your bowel movements are a little excessive, right? Because when you're eating the whole fruit, you're getting the fiber, which is going to make things move within your body. But if you're excessive and you want to slow it down a little bit, a great way is to juice. Juicing is also amazing for detoxing. If you are looking to get a clean detox in your body, go on fruit juices for a good week. You know, there's plenty of different fruit juicing detoxes out there. Dr. Morris has some great ones, and some others have some as well. Fruit juicing is amazing. Now, a couple key things here. You got to make sure you are going by food combining principles in order to make sure that you're getting the best benefits out of that, and you're not causing any type of digestive stagnation within the body by combining fruits that might move faster than others. Like, you don't want to combine your melons with, say, your apples. You don't want to combine melons with anything, whether it's eating it whole or juicing. So make sure you're following food combining principles as well when it comes to juicing. Now, would I recommend juicing all the time and making that the main source of your diet? Definitely not, because you do need the fiber. And there is nothing more healthy than the whole fruit in itself, because you are getting that fiber, and we do need fiber. For me personally, I like to mix. I juice usually once a day, and then I eat whole foods for the rest of the day. If you have any questions about juicing, or any tips or any fruit juice ideas, I have plenty. Reach out to me, drop a comment, and also make sure you give me a thumbs up so I can continue to get these videos out to everybody, and subscribe to the channel. I love all of you. Peace, love, and light. I'm out of here.